Kay Grayson, famously known as the Bear Lady, was an extraordinary woman who spent nearly 30 years living among wild black bears in the forests of Tyrrell County, North Carolina. Standing 6 feet tall with striking white hair, she was a distinctive figure who became both admired and controversial in the local community. Her story is one of deep, almost mystical connection with nature, where she built relationships with bears that most people would fear. Unlike the average wildlife enthusiast, Grayson not only observed these animals from a distance, but actively interacted with them. She hand-fed them, gave them names, and even allowed them into her home. Her dedication to their well-being led her to fiercely oppose hunters, creating friction with those who viewed bears as game rather than sentient creatures deserving of protection. Before settling in the forests of North Carolina, Grayson lived a life filled with diverse and often unusual experiences. She had spent time in Las Vegas, where she claimed to have worked as a showgirl, and later lived in various cities across the country. Some reports suggest she trained attack dogs at one point and had experience sailing. However, by the mid-1980s, she left behind conventional society to immerse herself in the wilderness near Columbia, North Carolina. There, she developed her deep bond with the local black bear population, treating them as close companions rather than wild animals. This unusual lifestyle earned her the nickname the Bear Lady, and while some admired her dedication, others in the community viewed her approach as reckless. Wildlife officials warned her about the dangers of feeding bears, but Grayson remained steadfast, believing she had a unique understanding of these creatures. In January 2015, at the age of 67, Grayson was reported missing. A friend who frequently checked on her noticed that meals left at her gate remained untouched for days, which was unusual. Concerned, they alerted authorities, leading to a search of the area. Soon after, her remains were discovered along a remote logging road near her home. The initial assumption was that she had been killed by the very bears she loved, fueling speculation that her deep trust in them had led to a tragic end. However, the exact circumstances of her death remain uncertain. The official autopsy did not reach a definitive conclusion, and some experts questioned whether bears were actually responsible. While bear attacks on humans are rare, the fact that scavenging had occurred made it difficult to determine whether she had died from natural causes or something else before the bears found her. Grayson's life and mysterious death have continued to spark curiosity, leading to various discussions and even a podcast episode titled EP 78, Bear Lady K. This episode explores the complexities of her story, analyzing the unusual choices she made and the risks she took. Some see her as a tragic figure, a woman who got too close to nature and paid the ultimate price. Others view her as a misunderstood individual who simply followed her own path, defying societal norms in pursuit of a life that made sense to her. Regardless of one's perspective, her story is a compelling example of the deep, often unpredictable relationship between humans and wildlife. Even after her death, Grayson's legacy as the Bear Lady endures. Her life represents a rare and fearless connection to nature, one that few dare to embrace. Whether seen as a cautionary tale or a testament to living life on one's own terms, Kay Grayson's story remains unforgettable.